My mother's death doesn't make sense to me, so I can't begin to imagine what types of feelings and emotions and roller coasters that y'all are going through right now.
And good evening, New Mexico. Heartfelt condolences from one state and one family to another. That woman, all the way in South Carolina, stands in solidarity with the family of fallen New Mexico State Police Officer Justin Hare.
That's right. They're both waiting on answers in really the same investigation. Officers found her mother's body late last week in South Carolina, and police believe the same man connected to her death also killed Officer Hare close to Tucumcari days later. Cassie Foote talked to that heartbroken daughter today. Cassie, what's she sharing with you?
Well, she and her family were blindsided. Cassie Curry says her mother, Phenicia Machado 4, was planning to move to Minnesota to be closer to her and her grandkids. And that is one of the last things they talked about a day before she disappeared. Right now, Jeremy Smith is only facing charges for Officer Hare's death, but Curry says she hopes he'll be extradited back to South Carolina, where they have the death penalty. A message of gratitude tonight for New Mexico State Police.
They reached out to me from the minute they were able to, and and kept me in the loop from 1,000 miles away, and they didn't really have to do that. So I appreciate them so much for whatever they have done and whatever they are still doing, aiding in my mom's investigation.
Cassie Curry now has ties to them and to fallen officer Justin Hare's family. Connections she wishes didn't have to happen. Curry's mom, Phenicia Machado 4, a South Carolina paramedic, was found dead there last week.
She was extremely bubbly, extremely giving. She was a very loving, caring person. She always wanted to help people.
Machado 4 was getting ready to move to Minnesota to be closer to her oldest daughter and grandkids. But those plans came crashing down after she disappeared Wednesday. By Friday, police had found her car more than 1,500 miles away near Tucumcari.
My heart dropped a little bit at that point. I was still holding on to the fact that my mom was okay, that wherever she was, that even if she was hurt, she was okay, and that she would come back to us.
Police say Jeremy Smith stole the vehicle, then drove it to New Mexico, where he shot and killed Officer Hare. Machado 4's body was also found Friday. After a 48-hour manhunt, Bernalillo County Sheriff's deputies captured Smith in Albuquerque. Police have not charged Smith with Machado 4's murder, but say he's a person of interest. Did you guys know him at all, or do you know if she knew him?
No one in my family knows who he is, but my mom, she was such a loved figure in the community, and she was always out and around and about helping people, that there's no telling that if she actually knew him or if it was just someone who, saw her in passing or she came across through her job.
Curry says now she wants answers.
So maybe he can answer some questions as to why he was in my mother's car, and if he knows anything about what happened to her.
Not only for her and her family, but for Officer Hare's too.
My mother's death doesn't make sense to me, so I can't begin to imagine what types of feelings and emotions and roller coasters that y'all are going through right now. Y'all have my deepest and sincerest condolences.
Curry also wants to remind people to always tell someone where you're going. She says that would have helped point family in the right direction when they started searching for her mom. The family also has a GoFundMe to help with funeral and memorial expenses. We will have a link to that at KOB.com. Tessa, Trevor.
And just so much senseless tragedy in all of this. Cassie, thank you. There's also a very simple way you can help support Officer Hare's family.
Yeah, this Wednesday we are teaming up with the 1082 organization to raise money for the Hare family. All you have to do is tune in to our newscast that day from 5 to 7. We'll have the hotline numbers that you can call, and representatives from the foundation will be here to take your donations.